So on the new ship parts, this is going to be a quick guide on where to get them. So you're going to need, although we're up ago, but you need 10,000 of cedar sap, uh, the white cedar, the acacia, and the elder tree. So altogether, this is going to cost you like 300 mil probably if you buy it all. You're also going to need some red tree lumps or red lump, maybe it's just tree lump, what's called in the market. So I would just buy this off the market. You need 10,000 of this, and then you need 10,000 of the old tree bark, and just put a pre-order in for this. People are selling it. There's 2 nodes to get the old tree bark as well. There's a map. It's the nodes that I'm standing on. There's a maple and a white cedar here. You can run workers from Tariff, Heidel, or Velia over there. You're gonna want to get them coming in pretty quick. It's a little slow, or you can just keep chopping trees. But so I would chop trees while you buy them, and also have the nodes going for that. But so this is going to be on the spot for the white cedar and the acacia. Just to share where we are, we're going to kind of do this down towards Sawson, and then back again, and then kind of go back. So it's like kind of like a little like route we're going to do. So the thick ones are acacias, and these ones that are like forked are white cedars. There's a few other like pines in here if you see like some sticks floating around. But this is the best size spot. There aren't that many mobs in here. You can grab the pine as well. There's uses later. But I would say this is like 90. And in terms of the gathering nerf that we supposedly have, most of these are pretty active in here. So from what I saw, this is kind of like where I bought mine a while ago, and I gathered a bunch of it. But you can see here, most of these are pretty active. I'm not sure if it's just a spot or I got lucky when I came out here. I already had some cedar and white sap in my inventory, or acacia in my inventory, so won't be looking for that. But it might take you like 3 to 4 hours to gather all these. If you gather normal cedar, you can just turn that into like shock elixirs or something else. I think I got that one. Some of the pines look very close to white cedars because they got the like same like branch thing going on. But the acacias are the thick trunks on the bottom. Olive, acacia, should be white cedar. So you guys get the idea here. So you basically just, I'll stop gathering these. We just kind of run this all the way through into here, down here. Some more up here. And then I would turn around, kind of around here. Go across. Yeah, you gather these. These would be white cedars. Oh, this one might be regular white cedar as well. And then kind of zoom back. I think this really big one is nothing, if I recall. Yeah, the cedar tree. Yeah, so I'll keep this short. You get the idea. So we run through this middle section. So most of these are going to be active. You can kind of grab this one and then head over to the left a little bit. Grab some of these trees over here. You definitely want to gather all the ones you see. I'm going to skip a bunch just for video's sake. It's a good mix. So then you wrap it up, head back towards where your horse was. And then it should be just long enough for it to respawn. You might need to change channels if it's not back up yet, but if you gather all of them, it should be up. And that's the white cedar. You need 10,000. It might take you like 3 to 4 hours to knock out 10,000 of each. And you want to don't forget the old tree bark, the red tree lump things. If you want to gather them, I think it's Quint Hill and Old Dandelion that has it. So the two birch nodes. Like I've never bought any, and I have got a ton, that just snowballed over time. So you can put your red tree workers on those for the red tree lumps. But you probably have them already, if I had to guess, and they're readily available in the market. So just buy them. Uh, I'll do a quick cut over to Eldertree sap and the zinc in a minute. On the Eldertree sap, this is maybe a mediocre spot for it. And we'll see how many of these are active up here. But so you need 10,000 of the Eldertree, and along with 10,000 of the white cedar and the acacia. So the Eldertree is the most expensive one. So to avoid spending 120 million on the sap, you want to come up and gather it. So where I am, up at Iris Canyon, and I climbed some rocks to get up here. So this little like bridgeway thing, and I just wizard popped up on some rocks. So the elder trees, these big bushy ones like this, some of these are going to be inactive because we're on console. Hopefully not too many of them. I gathered that one a second ago. But so this is like a good cluster of them, so you don't have to run around if you're not a Musa. And if we get lucky when a lot of these are active. So the only downside is this area is not that big, but there are a lot of them here. So after you gather like these 10 trees, and you get you're want to switch top channels real quick, and hopefully you got a new console and village really quick. The alternative is you just take a giant loop around the lake, basically. So it only loads like 10 seconds. Not too bad at the end of the world. So this is my quick Eldertree spot that I would gather at. I did gather a bit up here before, and then I bought some maybe a few months ago when they were on the market. There's also two nodes that have them. You can send Altanova workers to them here and here. And I think where I'm standing is another one, but this is kind of like off the beaten path. Maybe some Shakatu workers can come out here. But so this will save you, 100 plus mil. You just come up here and gather them. I forgot where it was. Grab these. Got that one already. Got here. So some of these might not be active, and then you just channel hop again. I would do 3 channels just to give the other ones a full respawn shot. It loads pretty quick, I guess, because we're in the middle of the desert. Like less than 10 seconds, you're out. Back in the Eldertree sap stuff. That one seems to be like permanently dead, along with that one. There's maybe 10 trees up here in a cluster. I think I skipped one. I would not call this the most profitable thing in the world, but it is going to save you from spending money. So in like 5 minutes, we did gather like 200, so almost 300. So you might be, it's called rounded up to 300 in 5 minutes. You have to get your 10,000. It's going to be like 15, we'll call it 20 minutes per thousand. So you're looking at 3,000. So it might take you like 3 hours, 4 hours out here to get 10,000 of these things. There might be better spots, but this one I find easy just because you're all like right next to each other, and then you just hop servers again and go back. So this is the Eldertree stack. Just to recap. You want to put your workers on those other two nodes while you're up here, but we're just right up on a cliff next to Iris Cannon. If you're a really fast class, I would take that lake, the vacation spot, which is another decent place. You just kind of take a whole big loop around this thing, and that's like another spot you can go to. But the trees are like freaking far apart, and they won't respawn by the time you get back and forth them either. So you have the hub channels as well. Okay, so it's just the last we're going to mention the zinc. The zinc you just go to Pilgrims. So there's going to be, you just mine at Pilgrims and you get a ton of zinc there. And then there's a zinc node here, a zinc node here, and I believe there's a zinc node maybe here. It's been a while since I've had that one. But there's 3 nodes, they give you a decent amount of zinc. But personally, I would just not even bother with the nodes. I would just go out here for like an hour or two, and you get tons of zinc. So, like, I usually store my zinc and copper when I'm in here with maids. So, you definitely get several thousand an hour in terms of zinc. I've got a bunch saved up from it. So, I would get in terms of nodes. You might want to pick up maybe the iron mine one, and this one's good. It's got coal and zinc on, it also gives you rubies on the coal. So you get with these 2 nodes, and then mine for like if you and let the nodes run for a few days, it'll help you out. But yeah, that's the zinc in a nutshell. It's pretty straightforward. With Pilgrims, you go out there, you'll get several thousand zinc an hour, which will be much faster than the workers, and it's pretty easy to go through. Jump again. Yeah, so that's the zinc. I'll just do this at the end.